Hi.
Hey there. Hello.
How's it? How are
Hi,
you
how's it
doing?
going?
I'm keen to jump right into it if you are.
Cheers.
So is that
Yeah,
your
no,
thing? Are you an actor?
no, not at all. I've done sort of dramatic stuff at certain points, but it was never my intention to be in front of the camera. I love my two great loves in the world of music and filmmaking. And I studied film at UCT, and that's actually how all this sort of stuff started, because it started off in quite a sort of dark, sort of sad day, where it was day before my graduation, and my whole class was just sitting chatting about, oh, we can't be together at this time. We were all quite sad about it and everything. And then I was just thinking, how can we make light of the situation? You know, how can we have some fun with this? The issue was that I had no one to be in the video. I could green screen anyone in, but I had no one who was in my situation. So it sort of had to be me by default. So a long-winded way of answering that is no, it wasn't. It wasn't always going to be me. I was just always the one who was available.
So that's how it started. And then you just decided, I got to keep going. This is a thing.
Well, I always liked the idea, the concept of being able to take yourself and putting yourself somewhere else. That's to me, that's like a magic trick. That's like a complete digital magic trick that you can do. And then I always asked for recommendations of where would other people want to go during this time. And so many degenerates in my timeline said the club. Gotta go to the club. So that's where I took myself after that.
Yeah, there's something beautifully authentic about specifically the beginning few videos where you kind of don't cut out the part where you go, okay, cool, no, we're done. Okay, mom, you can stop recording.
Yeah. For me, again, I always think of this as a magic trick, because with the production value, I wanted to take people and really test them to see, oh, will they believe this? Can I sell that I'm at the beach or whatever? And then can I reveal? You know, it's like a magic trick. It's the whole logic of the setup, the reveal, the payoff, you know? So the whole thing about, for example, about the beach thing, the thing that I'm most proud of about that video is the fact that so many people at the beginning were about to at me. They were about to go after me and say, how dare you go to the beach? How can you do that? And that to me spells a good job, because that means people really believe that I was going to go to the beach, and then go all the way out and say, oh, look, it's a joke. It's a farce, you know? So that's always been my goal. And that's always, I've stopped making certain videos. I've started certain videos and then decided, no, I can't do this anymore, because the production value isn't going to be high enough in that respect. People need to believe that these things are actually real. Yeah.
That's interesting, especially in the world of TikTok, because I've found that so fascinating, where now anybody can be a filmmaker, and so many teenagers are all of a sudden. And to be able to make something and go, this is like that, but better.
So for me, it's the constant debate of gatekeeping. It's like, if the gates and the walls of an industry or a system or whatever are higher, that means that the better stuff will float to the top, if you know what I mean. If people work harder to get into a certain thing and work harder to do certain things, the overall quality will be better. And now with phones and everything, the gatekeeping of filmmaking has dropped. And lots of people in the film industry said, oh no, this is the end of film, because now everyone's going to be obsessed with watching 1-minute videos and stuff. But the incredible amount of creative, interesting stuff that people have been making on TikTok is outstanding. I mean, people have made entire careers out of just being really smart and having a platform to be able to express that. And for me, it's about that. It's about being able to take what you want to do and to be able to express yourself. And that's why I think the current age of creating stuff is so amazing. Yeah.
It is amazing, because you can do it with no budget whatsoever. And there's been this mystery around the film industry and how things get made. And it seemed always like something that other people do, or that you do with a certain set of knowledge and skills and finances. But now anybody can do it. And what I really love is the democracy that kind of brings. Because anybody can make it, it means anybody has the chance of blowing up and going viral. You don't necessarily have to be famous or have a large following. In fact, I noticed it was quite interesting that as of today, you have just under 1,000 followers on Instagram. You're not exactly an influencer.
An incredible thing about the internet right now is that an idea can be stronger than a person, you know? An idea can go further than the literal means available to a person. So for example, the woman who did the savage TikTok dance, you know, unfortunately for her, like she went for a very long time without any credit, and that's the sort of dark side of the coin to that idea of like an idea being able to be bigger than a person.
And it's also quite amazing that even though the idea was kind of appropriated or stolen, the community at large of the internet kind of went, no, we need to bring justice to the person who made this. Who made this?
But I think that speaks to a responsibility of people who consume media, which is all of us right now, especially right now, is the responsibility to look at to really examine what we are receiving through Twitter, through TikTok, through Facebook, through Instagram, and really asking, is the person who created this getting the credit they deserved, and are the views and opinions expressed in these videos just and fair and kind, you know? But
maybe as creators, there's something in that where we need to think about how we maybe not copyright our content, because there's not really a lot of room for that. On the internet, it's different to TV and movies because, you know, apart from maybe like a stamp of your TikTok handle, there's not a lot of ways where you can own it. Once it's on the internet, it kind of belongs to everybody.
Honestly, you were both wonderful. When you create something, it's yours because you made it. I mean, it's your sort of content. But on the other hand, once you put something out there, your whatever post or content that you create can be taken completely out of context and thrown anywhere and stolen and all that sort of stuff. So it's always a risk that you take. And I have no idea how you can solve that sort of thing or reduce those sorts of risks, except just being a responsible consumer, you know.
So if the goal isn't to post it all over the internet and have it go viral, what is the goal?
For me, well, okay. So it initially was just something to do. I needed like an outlet. I am a filmmaker. I like making movies, and because I couldn't do it where I wanted to, I had to put myself there, and that was just sort of it. And then now, what I've found, because they were getting 600, 700, 800 views on the first three, and then the first dancing one came out, and that's just because. As everyone else said, and my brother also just said, he's like, we missed the club. We need a boogie. We need a jive. We need a dance. Something needs to happen. So I thought, okay, cool. You know, I've danced before when I was like 12, but I don't do choreography. I'm not a dancer by trade. But I boogie. You know, I get down. That period after I posted the video, it was a terrible time because I couldn't speak to anyone. I was just checking my phone every single day, just every single 15 minutes I was checking my phone. Another 1,000 people had seen it, another 10 comments, another this likes and shares and everything like that. And I hated it because I kept checking my phone. But what I found in that process was that a lot of people at this point are like, they're consuming so much content and they're not able to get out there. They're not able to, all their usual ways of stress relief and expression have been lost, you know, whether it be dancing or driving or shopping or exercising or anything like that. You know, just the normal ways that people express themselves and sort of vent a little bit are lost. And I found that people were finding that in those videos, you know. A lot of people sending me messages saying, hi, this really helped me. I really appreciated this. I've watched it 10 times. For me, it's people who I respect seeing this thing and going, wow, this is really cool. Love the idea, love the execution. Let's do something from here. For me, that is way more significant. So in terms of what I want from this is I want to work with South African musicians and content creators, and not even necessarily on these sorts of dancing videos, but just to create stuff. Because I think South Africa needs content creators. We can't keep looking to other countries for it, you know?
Absolutely. I have two questions related to that. Firstly, has anybody, can you spill any beans on anyone who's tried to collaborate with you so far?
We're not in that stage yet. I don't know if I'm fully allowed to speak about it. It's not that deep. It's not confidential. It's not like Black Coffee or anyone. Like I would like Black Coffee would be amazing. And there are really great artists that I really respect. But for confidentiality reasons, I'd rather just not say just yet. But yeah, it is hopefully coming. I'm also a very superstitious person, so I don't like putting it out there just yet.
Until you're ready. I fully understand that. My second question was, a lot of content is being released on streaming platforms and things at the moment. But what I've realized is I read a tweet where somebody was saying, do you think that because there is no production taking place in 2020, we're not going to have any new releases of movies or series in 2021? In
terms of creating in quarantine, it's been very interesting to see, because I think it shows a survival of the fittest sort of scale, where a lot of massive big media companies and big names are forced to, I'm not going to say come down, but adapt to like a YouTuber sort of space. You know, so you think of someone like Trevor Noah on The Daily Show with millions of dollars of production and massive cameras and crowds and all this sort of stuff. He is essentially a YouTuber at the moment, where he is sitting in his home with a camera and he is having stuff written for him, but still just spilling beans like that, you know? So, and you see a lot of YouTubers coming up at this moment because they already know how to do it. They can create in their homes. They have the whole setup done. And so in terms of big production series, I don't know how many will be coming out. But in terms of content, there's definitely going to be stuff.
Thank you so much, James. It's been such a pleasure to talk to you, and it's really great to know that the state of South African content creation is actually pretty all right.
Yeah, no, we've got good stuff. We must just all look at it. We can't keep looking at America's stuff. We've got good stuff here.
Yeah, that is true. We really, really do. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day from here on out.
Thanks. Yeah, you too. Cool.
Cheers. Bye.
5FM. Watch 5FM TV on YouTube. 5FM.